So Lumix just announced the Lumix S1 Mark II, and I'm really excited to talk about some of the features that the camera actually offers for videographers and photographers alike. I think there's some pretty awesome stuff that Lumix is doing, and let's talk about it. So before I get into any of the analytics of like what the features are on the camera, I will say that the body design is pretty comfortable in the hands. It is, I'm pretty sure, the same exact body as a Lumix S1R Mark II, and I haven't had my hands on that camera, but from what I know, it's pretty much the exact same body. And if you're someone that uses the S5II or S5IIX, you're gonna be comfortable holding this camera because it's pretty much the same size, and it just has a bigger grip, but not by much. One thing Lumix didn't improve upon is the actual sensor for the camera and the readout speeds. So everything is a lot faster, it starts faster. It is a 24 megapixel size sensor, but it just has a faster readout speed because I believe it's stacked. Because Lumix is being Lumix, they continue to offer such amazing video capabilities. So we still have OpenGate 6K, but now we've bumped it up from 24 and 30 to now 48 and 60. And I haven't had any issues or any overheating problems, which is a good sign. They've also included now 4K 120 with almost all of these options with no crop. Now that they have the new cropless mode for IBIS, which is great too. Lumix also released a new profile called Cine Light 2A, which is similar to Rec 709. I believe it's just a different look. Just like the S1R Mark II, Lumix has also introduced false color, and that's really great for shooters that really want to get more accurate skin tones and just a different option for highlights and controlling that data. So I think the Lumix S1 Mark II has the best screen right now out of all the brands. I haven't used any of the Sony cameras really, but I do know that you're just able to really get any type of angle. I almost forgot to talk about this, but they also introduced the new 24 to 60 f2.8, which honestly has become one of my new favorite lenses because I use the 24 to 70 almost religiously on like all my projects. And now that this came out, this is almost like a companion to that lens. And if I don't want to carry that big lens around from Sigma, it's not too heavy and it's a pretty good size. And it's also f2.8 all the way through. So I think they did a great job with this lens, and it's still weather sealed just like the camera, and it's just durable. It is plastic, but like it feels good, you know, like it's not like cheaply made. Another awesome feature that really helps videographers is they included the 32-bit flow with the XLR2 adapter, so that just makes everything a lot easier, and that's awesome that it was carried over from the GH7, from the S1R Mark II, and now it's good to know that it's on the S1 Mark II as well. So when talking about photography, I love the dedicated dial that you're just able to switch back and forth from photo to video. It just makes it a lot easier to not think about setting up certain settings when I have them saved. So one thing that stood out to me was the shutter-free burst mode. So when you're taking multiple photos, you're not gonna have that black image continuously pop up. So that's one thing that they've also improved this camera over the S5II and S5IIX. It's cool to see Lumix introduce something new as well for the autofocus. So Lumix has also introduced a new autofocus feature called Urban Sport. Someone's like breakdancing or somebody is skateboarding. The autofocus is going to be able to keep up, and it's pretty cool to see that they included a new autofocus option, because now that we have planes, cars, people, like it's just able to track better. And I think the new AI autofocus has kind of helped get to that level. One of the cool features that Lumix recently introduced with this camera is being able to transfer settings from one camera to another. So let's say my friend here has a Lumix S1R Mark II and I have the S1II. I'm able to copy my camera settings, put that on an SD card, and transfer that to my friend so that they're able to actually have the same exact settings, which I think is an awesome feature. So if you're looking to upgrade from the Lumix S5II or S5IIX, I think the Lumix S1 Mark II is a great camera that is almost like a next level because it offers all the features that these cameras have, and they've made pretty big improvements, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna announce next. But for the meantime, I think right now this is my go-to camera for all of my productions moving forward, and I'm excited to see what you create. So if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video.